Hey guys, what is up? Reese here, and I've got a brand new sneaker pickup to show you. What we're looking at today is the Nike Kyrie 1 in the USA or Independence Day colorway. The colors listed on the box are Soar, metallic silver, white, and bright crimson. And these released on Saturday, June 27th, 2015, with a retail price of $110. For Kyrie Irving's first signature shoe, Nike was kind of sticking with something that they really wanted to be more attainable for everyone. They did this in two main ways. First was just having all sorts of sizing down to really small sizes, so that the idea would be that the entire family could get a pair. And then the other thing they did was just make them at a lower price point. You look at right now, the current KD and Kobe models start out at $180. The current flagship LeBron model starts out at $200. So for $110, this is a lot lower than that. And along with that, that means that there's not nearly as much, exciting technology packed into these. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just kind of something to note. They didn't do anything super crazy. Basically, for the upper, you have a three-piece or a three-layer hyperfused construction. You have a single zoom unit up here in the forefoot, and then the rest of the cushioning is provided by just a Phylon midsole. And it's nothing that's bad at all. It's just kind of simpler, and it allows that price point to be a little bit lower. Now, this is my first pair of the Kyrie 1. I was kind of waiting. I knew I wanted a pair. Didn't have my heart dead set on any of the colorways. And a lot of them had come and gone and kind of sold out, so I was just like, okay, I'll move on and wait for another. And so this was one colorway that I wasn't super crazy about when I first saw them online. I thought they were nice, but I was like, I'll probably move on with my life. But a couple days after the 4th of July, I was at a local shop, had the opportunity to see them in person, and I really like a lot of what they did, kind of like with the underlay and some other cool details that I'll show off in the close-up view. But so I ended up deciding to try to get them. None of the stores around me had them in my size, but I could find a full-size run online. You can actually still find pretty much a full-size run. And on top of that, I actually had a Finish Line Winner's Circle reward coupon for $20, so I was able to get these for like $90, which in my opinion was a no-brainer. So I'm really happy with them. We'll go into the close-up view here in just a sec so I can show you everything that's going on. But one quick thing to note if you're thinking about getting a pair of the Kyrie 1 is that lengthwise they fit true to size, but right here kind of in the middle they get really narrow. And so if you have a wide foot, or even if you think you might have a wide foot, definitely try to go up half a size. I have what I would consider a very narrow foot, and these even I can definitely notice where it gets tighter in there. It's not anything that's a problem for me, but if my foot was any wider, I really think it would be something where I wouldn't enjoy wearing these. So that's just something to keep an eye out for. Now, with all that said, let's dive into a close-up view, and I'll show you the colors, materials, and everything going on with this shoe. Here we go with a close-up view of the Nike Kyrie 1 in the USA colorway. Before we get into the shoe itself, though, I'll show you the box really quick. It's cool that Nike gave him a signature box right out of the starting gate. So you've got Kyrie's KI logo right there on the top in a glossy red. You've got a gradient fade on the entire box from a white to a dark gray. You can actually see it features the traction pattern from his shoes. So on this end you've got the swoosh and then your sticker. It says Kyrie 1 on the front side. The other end is blank, and then you have his signature and number there on the back. The bottom is just like a normal Nike box bottom. Now getting into the shoes themselves. Like I said earlier, these feature a three-layer hyperfused construction. So the first kind of base layer is where you see this American flag graphic running all throughout. And that's one of those details that I mentioned that I really liked about these when I saw them in person. That wasn't necessarily captured super well from the pictures online. It was something I wasn't expecting to pop as much as it does and kind of work as well as it does. Then on top of that, you've got this blue mesh overlay. You can see that right there, kind of the large holes, so you can still see through to that underlay. And then the last layer is this hyperfuse overlay, which you have right here running around the toe box, and then also up along the eyelets, and that's just a little added durability and support in kind of those key wear areas. You can see here there's an X coming through there. Some of the colorways kind of highlight that a little bit better, but that's basically a kind of a lockdown frame for your foot. You've got a metallic silver swoosh that is really reflective and pops really well. You can see just from moving it around. Got one of those on the lateral as well as the medial side. You also up here you can see kind of this impact area of bright crimson coming through. You've got that on both sides of the shoe as well. The tongue is a navy blue mesh. You've got navy blue oval laces. You've got a layer of that Hyperfuse overlay up here at the top with Kyrie's logo right there in silver. The lining of the shoe is bright crimson. Then you've got a navy insole with his logo again. Here at the back, you've got in blue his number and in his own handwriting, and then also in his handwriting you've got his actual signature there behind the tongue. These also feature a molded heel counter that's kind of spiky. It takes its inspiration from like designer, more high-end shoes, and you can see that's also blue running around there, and it actually works really well with the design of the shoe, something I wasn't necessarily expecting. For the midsole, you've got mostly white. Back here you've got all just Phylon cushioning, and you can see, let's see if I can kind of get it to bring it up, you've got like compression lines. I don't know if those are showing up super well, but you can kind of see them right down there, just where it's kind of like made to naturally compress a little bit. And then up here, kind of wrapping around the toe box area, you can see the pretty aggressive traction pattern. That's actually one of the things these shoes are known for, is just having what they call 360-degree traction. It's basically a kind of curved multi-directional herringbone traction. You've got these teeth coming up in bright crimson, and those kind of mimic or pay tribute to the design of the Sydney Opera House in Australia, since Kyrie was actually born in Australia. Now flipping to the outsole, you've got an all bright crimson outsole with, again, your multi-directional kind of curved herringbone traction. You can see that just runs the length. Right here in the center, you've got this clear bubble with Kyrie's logo in blue. Behind that, it says JBY, which is just be you, kind of like a reminder to stay humble, be true to yourself. And then right there, wrapping around, you have, up in the middle it says Elizabeth, which is the name of Kyrie's mother. And then there are two dates. You have 8/13/67 and 9/8/96, which are the dates of his mother's birth and death. She died when he was just 4, and so he wanted to make sure that her inspiration, her role in his life was very clear in this shoe, and so that's where that comes in. So that about wraps it up for this pair. Like I said, these are still available in a full-size run or very close to a full-size run, so definitely check them out if you're interested. Don't forget to go half size up if you have a wide foot. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what you think of this shoe, what you think of this colorway, and just let me know your thoughts on the Kyrie one in general. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. That really helps just, you know, me to be able to continue to put out these videos that are interesting to you and that can kind of provide information and whatnot. And once again, guys, I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.